Hello there guys, NovemberJoy here, and I decided to start up a Let's Play on Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, we're actually trying out something a little bit different for this one. I've decided to try fiddling around with the settings on my recording, and I tried lowering the quality a little bit to see how if it still looks good. Now, if it still looks good, then I'll try using that quality for a bit more, but if it doesn't look good, then I'll switch back to the higher quality that I was using before. So basically this first part is kind of like an experiment to see how good the quality is going to be. But anyway, let's just get started. Alright, so this is level 1, and this is actually a pretty good level for them to start the game off with, because like, it showcases all the stuff you're going to need to know very quickly and very easily. So, and it's also not very difficult, so... But even though it's like the first level of the game, it still has a few secrets, and I'm going to try to see if I can find every single secret that I can. I'm not going to find every single secret in the game, of course, but I'm going to try to find and show you guys every single secret that I know about in this game. So it's going to be sort of like a 100% run. And as you can see with this secret, the coins actually formed a 3 before I started collecting them. That's a pretty cool secret for level 1. But there's actually another secret over here. If you hit this block, no, not that block, this block, you can find a P-switch and turn all these blocks into coins that you can collect. So that's another secret. But that's all the secrets, so now we're just going to finish the level, and it's a pretty cool feature that they put into Super Mario Bros. 3, the cards. So basically the way that the cards work is that depending on what you have, whenever you get 3 of them, you get extra lives. So if you just have 3 cards that don't match, then you get 1 life. If you have 3 mushrooms, you get 2 lives. If you have 3 flowers, you get 3 lives. And if you have 3 stars, you get 5 lives. So basically, yeah, that's the way it works. And now, this is level 2, and this is a bit of a different level. It's got tons of slopes and all that. And there's also these weird pipes that just keep spitting out Goombas all the time. And actually, this is kind of interesting, because if you have a tail, then you can actually use this to get an infinite number of lives, because you can just keep jumping off of the Goombas all day, and they'll just keep on appearing, so you can keep jumping off of them. like this. But we're not going to be doing that. I just wanted to show you exactly how to do it. And you pretty much need to have a raccoon tail to be able to do it, by the way. So, oh man, can I make it? Okay, I can. There we go. So once you get up to this pipe, you can collect a whole bunch of coins in this sort of underground area. So that's a pretty cool secret. But don't collect these coins before you get into the underground area, or you're going to have a tough time getting up to that pipe. You can still do it if you have a tail, I think, but it's better to just use the P-switch and not collect the coins until you're done with the secret area. So, and also, there was that power-up in the note block that I showed you, but I didn't talk about it. And speaking of power-ups and note blocks, there's another one up here, right here. I don't know why they put a star there, because the end of the level is right here. In fact, the end of the level is so close that the star won't even run out. But it is a pretty cool way to show off, what the star does. And now you come to like a fork in the road, and you can choose where to go. You can choose to go to level 3, level 4, or you can go right to the fortress and skip levels 3 and 4. But I'm going to try to make this as close to a 100% run as I can, so we're going to be doing all the levels too. So you might want to be careful about level 3, because it starts off with a boomerang bro right there. You might want to watch out for his boomerang, although I actually stomped him so quickly he didn't get to throw it. And right there, there's a hidden leaf, and right over here, there's a hidden 10 coin blocks. So that's 2 secrets already. There's another secret, and this is probably one of the best secrets in this level. If you jump on this particular note block that looks different, then it shoots you all the way up into the clouds, because it bounces you so high. That's a pretty effective note block, actually. Alright, and you can also fly up there and grab a walnut mushroom and a whole bunch more coins if you have a tail, and you can fly up there. But there's an even bigger secret, actually, that pretty much everyone who who knows much about this game knows about. So pretty much, I'm going to save state here just so that I can show it to you. If you crouch down while you're standing on this block, you'll fall through it, and you'll actually fall behind the level. And then, if you run behind the exit, you'll get into this toad house, which contains only a single box that you can actually open. And inside of that box, you get a warp whistle. Now, the reason I save stated was because I just want to show you how the warp whistle works real quick. So basically, when you use it, a whirlwind takes you away to the warp zone. You can choose what world you want to go to, and what worlds you can go to depends on what world you actually use the warp whistle in. So because I used it in World 1, I can go to Worlds 2, 3, or 4. But there's actually a quick way to get to World 8. If you use a warp whistle to get to Warp Zone, and then you use another warp whistle while you're still inside of the Warp Zone, then you can go right to World 8. And so that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's go back because I don't want to want to use the warp whistle and skip almost most of the game. And instead, let's get 3 stars instead. 5 lives. That's always great. Alright, so now it's time for the Toad House. Now you can pick from any of these boxes, but it's completely random what you get. For this Toad House, you can get either a mushroom, a flower, or a leaf, so... Oh hey, I got a leaf! Seems like I keep on suffering from the Let's Play curse, and every time I tried to record this video in the past, I kept on getting mushrooms, so that was kind of frustrating. But anyway, now it's time for level 4. This is actually kind of a difficult level, at least by considering that this is versus World 1. It's exactly the kind of level that I really don't like. It's one of these floating levels, sort of, with very few platforms. It's got tons of moving platforms and auto scrolls, so it's everything I don't like in a level, and I missed the walnut mushroom. That sucks. So I think, like in the Game Boy Advance and Super Nintendo versions of this game, you can get a white mushroom house. But I've never been able to do it in this version of the game. Like, is the white mushroom house not in this version? Or am I just not getting enough coins? Because basically the white mushroom house is required to get a certain number of coins in the level. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about the other versions of this game and just say that, basically, just be very careful when you're going through this level. For some reason, they put a boomerang bro right there at the end to try to get a cheap hit on you. That was a pretty dumb move of them. So anyway, this is the in spade, actually. It appears every time for every 80,000 points you get to go inside the in spade, and basically you flip over any 2 cards and see if they match. You can only miss twice. And now you gotta flip over the cards. And oh, I actually got that right. Wow, that was a complete guess. Basically, you gotta flip over these cards, and if you reveal 2 matching cards, then you get the items that are shown on the cards. So that's pretty cool. But if you miss twice, then you lose your chance. But the cards stay the same until you actually get all of them, and then the next time you get the in spade, after you get all of them, you get different cards. But anyway. And here's the in spade. Line up the pictures and get a prize. You only get 1 try. So basically, you gotta line up a picture here. And oh, I'm not gonna line up a star. Oh, that sucked. Okay, well, that was a complete fail. Yep, complete fail. Basically, you get extra lives depending on what picture you line up. If you line up a mushroom, you get 2 lives. If you line up a flower, you get 3. If you line up a star, you get 5. Alright, so now let's start off the fortress. Now, this is actually a really easy fortress, but I think it's just there to introduce you to a lot of the obstacles that you'll be running into in fortresses. like the lava jumping fireballs, and these nuclear waffles. You know, they're not actually nuclear waffles, but that's what I like to call them, because they flash like they're nuclear and they look like waffles. And here's actually something pretty cool about this level. If you have a tail, then you can fly all the way up here actually and run all the way to the right. And there's actually a door there, an invisible door, but still a door. And you can go in here and open up this chest and grab a warp whistle. So basically, if you grab the warp whistle from level 3 and the warp whistle from this level, then you can get straight to World 8 from World 1. And that's actually the most common route that people do if they're speedrunning, but we're not speedrunning, so let's just go through the level the way you're supposed to. This crushing ceiling looks kind of frightening, but if you stand in the gaps, then you won't get hit. Then you don't have to worry about the spikes. Alright, so now you get this weird hallway, I'm not sure why that's there. And now you have to fight the easiest boss in history. Basically, this is the boss that you fight at the end of every fortress, and he's really easy. As you can see, I already beat him and beat the fortress. Basically, you just gotta keep jumping on his head, and he goes down really quick. So anyway. And I'd also like to show you the Hammer Brothers and the way that they work. So the Hammer Brothers wander around, and if you touch the square that they're on, then you have to fight them. But once you actually beat them, they'll drop a treasure chest and you can get an item and add it to your little inventory. And by the way, you open up your inventory by pushing B in this game. As you can see, I already have a few items, but basically the Hammer Brothers are the easiest way to get items in this game, along with the Toad houses. And, pardon me, that was my phone. It makes weird noises whenever I get texts. And anyway, here's a really good secret. You get another one of these weird note blocks, and you can get taken right back to Coin Heaven. Ah, yes, Coin Heaven. I love Coin Heaven. Ah, I missed. I was gonna try to whip it with my tail, but I failed. Ah, mushroom got away from me. No, whatever. So there isn't really much down here. There's a few pools of water, and there's also a flower in this box, but really there's no good reason to go down there. And the level, at first, like, if you look at it, it looks like it's going to be like a maze, but it's actually not. It's really simple. In fact, you've already gotten to the end, and now all you gotta do is run right to the end. Alright, so that's level 5 done. Alright, now it's time for the last actual level here, level 6. And here's another, like, a jumping stage, although, it's definitely a lot easier than level 4, because it doesn't scroll automatically, and force you to go along at the speed it wants you to. I really don't like auto-scrolling levels. I just don't. I'm sorry, guys, I just don't. Ah! That really sucked. Alright, so even if you have a tail, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to get through here without using that platform, so don't try to just jump. And now just perform a huge jump here, and there you go. There's the end of the level. The level's actually pretty short, actually. And now the only thing you have left is this Toad house and the castle. Come on, Toad, give me something good. Ah, mushroom. I swear this thing is rigged. Alright, so anyway, now as soon as you go to the castle, you get a cutscene right here. See. Oh, it's terrible. The king has been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. As you can see, the king has been turned into a dog for some reason. And basically, as soon as this cutscene ends, you gotta jump on the airship. And Mario, of course, does it in the weirdest way possible by jumping onto Yanker. And now there's 7 of these. There's one for all the first 7 worlds, but there isn't one in World 8. There isn't an airship level in World 8, although, wait, technically there is, but whatever. And the biggest thing you gotta worry about is all these cannons. There's cannons on the ceiling, there's cannons firing bullet bills on these posts, there's cannons on the ground, there's these weird cross cannons like that, that just fire 2 cannonballs at once. There's just cannons everywhere. So you gotta watch out for all the cannonballs flying around. Thankfully, the cannonballs and all that aren't really all that hard to dodge most of the time. And the level's also pretty short, so now, once you go in here, you get to fight the first boss of the game, named Larry Koopa. Oh, that was a bad idea. What the hell did I do that for? Basically, as soon as you jump on him 3 times, he's already done, as you can see, and just gotta try to avoid the wand blasts, or else you'll get damaged. And now as soon as you get the magic wand, Mario falls all the way back to the ground. And the king also gets turned back to his regular self again. Oh, thank heavens, I'm back to my regular self again. Thank you so much. Here is a letter from the princess. And of course, you also get a letter from the princess at the end of all of the worlds except for World 8. So, greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you, Princess Toadstool. And she enclosed a P-Wing inside the letter, which is pretty cool, because that's actually a really useful item. But anyway, I think it's about time to stop up here. I think that's enough for one video. Please like the video if you enjoyed watching, and subscribe for more Let's Play videos and other types of videos that I'll be doing in the future. And I'll see you guys later. For now, goodbye.